What's going on, everybody? So the build has been kind of moving along a little slow. It's taken me a lot longer to do certain things, purely because I don't have that much time to actually dedicate into it right now. But I got some free time right now, so we're going to work on a couple of things that I actually want to do. First, I want to get the old seat mounts out, so we're going to drill some spot welds and pull those out. And then see how much time we have, and then maybe move on to the engine bay and start cleaning up where I want to actually seam weld in the engine bay. And now I got to find my spot weld cutter, and then we can actually move on to cutting out those seat mounts. Alright, found my spot weld cutter, and these are the pieces that I'm actually going to be removing. So the stock seat mounts, I'm planning on making my own, that way I can get the driver's seat a little bit lower, and I don't need these. So I'm going to be drilling all the spot welds out of both the driver and passenger side and removing these mounts. Alright, so whenever you drill or like do any sort of cutting or like spot weld cutting or anything like that, you want to make sure you use cutting oil. I don't have cutting oil right now. I'm going to try to make do with some PB Blast, which I wouldn't recommend. I'd recommend actually shelling out for the good stuff. I just don't have any and I don't feel like running to the store. Anyway, how I like to drill spot welds is I just take a small drill bit, about the same size as the pilot on one of the spot weld cutters that I have. That way it can actually sit in the center of it, because this pilot is meant to like indent into it and kind of stay there that way. I found that they don't really stay, so I just drill a little bit in, and that way it doesn't walk around as it's spinning. So I'm just going to go through and put a little bit of that indent in to all of the spot welds on this, and then go systematically through and remove each spot weld once I have the little pilot hole drilled. That's why I don't drill all the way through. So I got two holes from where I misdrilled, and I drilled too far. I got a little bit in a rush, so that's why you don't do that. I just got more holes than I need to fill in when I do the drain plugs, so not too big of a deal, but just makes more work for yourself on the back half. But I'm gonna move on to the other ones, so it's just the same process over and over again until you get them all out. So I got about another 100 or so spot welds to cut, and I'll get the rest of the 3 out. Three down, one more to go. Well, that last one really sucked. It was really hard to tell how far I was cutting with how dull it was, because it was just taking so long to cut any of them. So I ended up going through on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, 9 spots. So I got a lot of holes to fill in. That'll be fun. Just creating more work for myself on the back half. Definitely helps to have cutting oil when you do this, and good spot weld cutters that are usually fresh. So definitely do that and save yourself some heartache and a lot of wasted time, because this took way too long. That really sucked. It really isn't that hot out, but I am crazy sweaty right now just from the amount of effort that it took. It definitely took way too long to just remove 4 seat mounts. But oh well, got that out of the way. There's still a few things that I do have to cut with spot welds later on. I'll just wait until I actually get fresh spot weld cutters and some cutting oil in. That's all I got for this one. It's kind of a lame video, just showing cutting out some seat mounts, but got to continue showing some progress on this thing and slowly chipping away at the long list of things ahead. I think for the next video, I'll probably be doing strut top mounts, welding on the reinforcement plates that I've got for it. So that'd be kind of fun, welding in a normal type of position and be able to actually clean up the area really well. So that'll be fun to actually make progress towards that. So that's all I got for this one. Appreciate you guys watching it. Thanks.